Hey everybody, so I decided today that I was going to do a get ready with me, kind of to show you what skincare products I use, also the makeup that I use. Pretty much everything that I have is Mary Kay. Not because I sell it, but just because I love the stuff. So I figured I would do this just to show y'all kind of what I do. I do have freckles, so I try not to cover them because it looks really weird if I have them covered. So yeah, if you are interested in figuring out and seeing what I use, then go ahead and stay tuned. Okay, so the first thing that I'm showing you is the 3-in-1 cleanser, which is part of the Time Wise set. With Mary Kay, it is the normal to dry. The next thing I'm showing you is the Blemish Control Toner. It is part of the Clear Proof acne system. The third thing is the Voluform Lifting Serum, which is totally amazing. Fills in wrinkles, fills in all the spots. Then the moisturizer I use is part of the Time Wise set as well, which is the Age Fighting Moisturizer. The next thing I'm using is the 15 SPF primer. The primer is amazing. It feels exactly like the Benefit Professional, except it doesn't have the tint to it, and it's also half the price, so that's probably why I like it a little more. This is known to fill in all the holes, creases, wrinkles, lines, everything, so that it leaves you with a completely flat surface to work with. The foundation I'm using is the CC Cream by Mary Kay. It is SPF 15, and it is a CC cream, so it is color correcting. It covers light redness. It also just evens out your skin tone. There's only actually 4 colors in this entire CC cream line, which makes it really awesome because it's super blendable. Like, I can get a tan and I can still use a very light and it won't look weird. Which is awesome. Sorry, it's my daughter. So as you can see, I just put it all over my face with my hand. I can also use a brush if I wanted to, but I really like the way that my hands feel when I'm doing it with my hands. Okay, and then once I'm done with that, which is soon, I'm going to go ahead and put on the concealer that I have, which is the Mary Kay Ivory 2 Concealer, which I'm showing you right now. For this one, I'm using a brush. The brush is called, let me look. It is just called a Cream Eye Color / Concealer brush. It is totally awesome for using cream eye colors or for using concealers. It's obviously preferred if you use 2 separate ones for this, for either concealer or cream eye color. But this is a really awesome brush because it definitely does the coverage and it blends everything really well. Go ahead and doing that under my eyes. I don't feel like I need concealer anywhere else really. The CC cream kind of covered the redness I had from blemishes, so I don't really need to cover anything else. I go ahead and put it all under my eyes. Usually it does a little bit of brightening as well, so that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. I'm also putting a little bit on the top of my eyelids because my eyes, like the veins you can see on my eyes so well, it's kind of ridiculous. The next thing I'm using is the eye primer by Mary Kay. It feels exactly like the NARS, I believe is what it is. The stick that you rub on your eye, it feels exactly the same. I love this stuff. It's not sticky, it doesn't feel gross or anything like that, but it does keep on my eyeshadow a little bit longer, and doesn't let it wrinkle into my folds of my eyes, which is always a good thing. That's kind of what we want. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and apply eyeshadow, which is what I'm looking for right now. I will be using the colors. Let me get one out. It's magnetic. So I will be using the color Honey Spice with this brush that I'm showing you, which is the eye color brush. I use it for the lid, and pretty much, yeah, just cover the lid with this. And yeah, I'm just using probably about 2 swipes just to make sure that I do get full coverage on my lid. The cat's meowing. Alright, so I'm continuing to just cover my eyes. And I'm going to be using the same brush to cover the kind of the crease in my eye, and then also on the side of my eye for the darker color. I'm not a big fan of doing like extreme, what's it called? Smoky eye. An extreme smoky eye. I just can't pull it off. So what I'm putting in the corner right now is Granite. That is also a Mary Kay color. I absolutely love the neutral colors and stuff, and these go really well with everything because they're not very overpowering, and since I'm not really a big fan of the whole dramatic eye look, it really works with me and my pale skin. So yeah, I'm using the same brush as I was using to put the color on my lid. Then the next brush I'm going to be using is the eye crease, which is funny because I'm not actually using this for my crease. I love this brush for the corners of my eyes and then also for my brow bone, just because it's not very fluffy, but it does have really good coverage in those areas that I wanted it to be used. So that works for me. The color I'm using for this is Moonstone. It is a very shimmery goldish color. It is awesome because it really pops. You can't really tell very well on the screen, but it does. The next thing I'll be doing is putting on a powder. This is Ivory 2 out of the Mary Kay Pressed powders. I only do this every once in a while. I don't always put on powders. Usually I'll put on like a translucent powder or something like that, just so that it kind of sets everything in, but I feel like I needed a little bit more darkness in my face, just to cover up some of those blemishes and just kind of get more of a coverage. So I am using the powder brush for that. It is an extremely fluffy brush. All these brushes that I'm talking about and showing you are all from the Mary Kay brush set as well. So the next thing I'm going to be using is my eyeliner, which is a gel eyeliner. We're going ahead and zoom in now, so be prepared. Alright, now that I've zoomed in on everything, I'm going to go ahead and apply my gel eyeliner. This brush that I used was the brush that came with it. I love this brush, I mean, it's kind of small, but it surprisingly does the job well. In the brush set, there's actually a brush that comes with it, which is the eyebrow and eyeliner brush. But I prefer this one just because it's a little bit smaller and I can kind of get to my eye a little bit easier than with having a long brush. So that's why I prefer that one. I don't really do a cat eye look. I just kind of cover my right above my eyelashes. I've tried doing cat eye and I just haven't been able to master it, so I just kind of avoid doing it and I just go with what I'm used to, which is just covering the top lid. So yeah. I also go I tight line underneath my lashes as well before I go ahead and do my waterline. This brush is also awesome for your waterline just because, like I said, it's so small. It just kind of can reach those places that you wouldn't be able to reach with a longer brush, in my opinion. Okay, so now that I have done my eyeliner, what I'm going to go ahead and do now, I'm going to zoom out probably, hopefully. Maybe not. Yes, okay, I'm zooming out. And then what I'll be doing is I'll be putting on my mascara next. This is the Ultimate Mascara by Mary Kay. I love this stuff. I live for it. It is amazing, and I have never had a complaint from it. I do love the Lash Love mascara from Mary Kay as well, but I feel like I get more volume with this one, so that's why I like it a little bit more. This one also doesn't have the plastic bristles, kind of like the Lash Love one does. This one has the fabric ones, so I feel like it definitely gets to every single one of my eyelashes, which is what I need because I have extremely light eyelashes and you really can't tell that I have them unless I put mascara on. So, yeah. I'm going and I'm actually putting it on the top and the bottom just because I like putting it on both. I know sometimes if you have bags or you look tired or something like that, I made a boo-boo. It's recommended to not put it on your bottom lashes because it can make you look more tired, obviously, because you can see the shadow from your eyelashes if you're putting more mascara on them. So, yeah, but for today, I'm going ahead and doing them both just because that's what I normally do. I usually only go over them with one coat, maybe two. Usually this is all I do though. What you see is what happens. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the cheek powder, which, let me look at the color, I don't know. I'll be using the cheek brush for this one. This color is Cherry Blossom. It's kind of like a shimmery pinkish red, so it's a really awesome color. I don't really wear cheek colors very often, but when I do, it's kind of a little bit darker, not very bright, just because I have extremely light skin. You wouldn't really be able to tell. Sometimes with the ones that I've used, they just don't show up. So the next thing I'm using is the Mary Kay bronzing powder in light to medium. This is an awesome powder. It's kind of slightly shimmery. It's not really at all. It's more matte than it is shimmer. And I very, very lightly tap some and put it on my where you are, oh my gosh, I can't even think of the word. I am just defining my cheekbones and making sure that I'm kind of giving myself a little bit of a glow since it is kind of gloomy outside. I won't be getting any sun today. So that is what I'm helping to do with that. Okay, and then once I have everything on, this is kind of what the final look looks like. Oh, and I forgot, the brush I'm using is the cheek brush from Mary Kay as well. This is what it looks like. Thanks for watching, y'all.